Okay, and that was Massino's brother-in-law, who actually turned out to be a former corrections officer, which we'll get into in a minute. So Salvatore
Right.
started to set up the structure. Joe Massino gets out, and he hits the ground running pretty hard, and brings the Brigada kind of back to kind of, I call it the second Pax Bonanno era. So give us what did he do first? How did he structure it? And then what changes he made, and how it, again, how he regrew the family.
Well, he keeps people close to him that he could pretty much control. So those was his higher ups at the time. But he
Yeah.
also like tries to eliminate a lot of things like the social clubs, whatnot. But then he shit on it because then he opens up a restaurant where he has all the people come there anyway. So it's like defeating the purpose.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
so
So that
okay, so that was one of the, but that's more like, to me, that's more tactical than strategic. But I get it. But give us some of the strategic things that he did, like closing, uh, uh, like a social club, no weddings, funerals, baptisms, etc. To me, that's tactical. What are some of the strategic things he did, if that makes sense? You know what I
well,
mean?
he had a good shelf life too. He was out to 2003 of January. So the other thing that was annoying the shit out of him was the small farm teams, the unwanted attention, and then
Yeah,
that whole thing with Spiro, who was his third guy, and
yeah.
he felt that a lot of these kids were bringing fucking heat to the family and being my friends too, and but that was the other thing. But he
Uh,
tried to nip that in the ass. The other thing he was trying to do is make I talk about that N word all the time, the nepotism, and it seemed like he was trying to make the money kids where they were, where he was making them, and really disassociated himself with the people that he might have a problem with later on.
what about? I always wondered this, and it might have been timing, simply timing. Why didn't Spiro get the top spot? He was more powerful, I believe, in the
Then
'90s
who?
than Messino. Even,
Absolutely not.
you don't think so? Okay,
No, no, not at all. This guy was doing it. He was a master manipulator. The three captain hit by itself.
yeah.
He had his foot in the Galante hit by putting the word on the streets on the other family. No, not at all.
Did Spiro Messino get along?
Of course, because he only wanted people up there that he could get along with.
Got it. Okay, so you know better than me. I always thought Spiro was pretty much a heavyweight, but then he kind of got like older. Then obviously got jammed up, and I thought that's why. But if you said she has more power, I trust you. So
No, no,
okay,
no,
so
no. He was a powerful guy. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't no Joe Massino.
got it. Did you ever meet George from Canada yourself?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. He was a family friend. He was also at one of my relatives' engagement party, wedding. Another cousin of mine's wedding. Yeah, of course.
Was he from Castellamare?
No,
He's from Shasha, right, or whatever. Shaka.
yeah,
Shaka.
yeah. He
Yeah.
wasn't from Castilla. No.
Got it. Okay. Um, all right. So now Macedo comes in. Again, he says no social clubs. Be careful about talking. Reorganizes some stuff, but then he kind of put like an administration together. At first, made sense. Made a lot of guys at first made sense. So give us some of the other initial moves that he made right, and then we'll start talking about the decline.
Um, I don't know. That was about it. And you got to remember too, he takes a lot of credit, but there was a lot of decimation with the other families that were going on. So I guess we were on deck. We were like fifth on deck because other
Yeah.
things were going on. The whole Gotti thing.
Well, I felt that he was smart
The Colombos,
politically.
the Lucchese's, the Genovese
Yeah.
was the chin was getting locked up. So he was next. There
Yeah.
was an
No,
article in the Daily News that
well, I
said the
felt,
last Don.
yeah, I felt that it was smart to hook up with Gotti at the time. I think Gotti and I think it was the Colombos, and then he leveraged his relationship with Gotti to get back on the commission. I think that kind of cemented kind of his power base, because now he not
Oh,
only is
without a
he
doubt, without a doubt.